next, then the final slide, you show us how you have integrated machine learning. So just that small evolution, but you don't have to go too much in detail. And then the demo, you're free to use any. You can either explain or record a short video or a GIF, or even just play within the emulator that is live, or use a real phone. So all these options are acceptable. And then maybe the key learnings and future direction that you could talk about in there. And of course, your code, you have the Android project with the ML model properly integrated. That is basically the code base, then the appropriate documentation, and that simple README file. We know already how to generate the documentation. It is automatic, so you're not going to really be there writing a lot of stuff. And then so this is the generation of the code documentation. I think here, I don't think, anyway, I wanted, but we don't have time for that. So I'll do some small documentation to take us through how to use the application. But these are things you can always think of when you're going into production, or when you're about to install it, you're about to roll out the application. Usually you come up with a document to show how to log in. You include all those screenshots from your application and explain what each does. So it's like a walkthrough of the application that you supply to users that guides them through. So the way I'll be assigning the marks, of course, from the model to integration, functionality to documentation, that's a code and report, and then to the presentation and demo. So that's how the marks will be awarded for the group. So this, and say individual marks will be awarded during the final exam as well. So I have one more simple document. Do you have any questions about this final exam?
So in short, we are building on this project that we have now, or totally new?
Yes. No, these are a few components.
Okay, that's true. Okay, code that you will grade.
So it's here. Then plus your report. I've again guided on what should be included in the report, and then the presentation. So this is what you will put in the folder. Okay. Any other question? Seems no. Okay. And just look at this. Yes. Yes, so then I need some individual reflection. Okay, Emma missed my last explanation. I don't know exactly what last explanation, but the idea is you have a project you have been working on. We have been adding components. So far we have broadcast to broadcast receivers. You're going to deal with the same project, add a machine learning model, just like how I was trying to demonstrate to you yesterday, when you add a machine learning model, it should be able to process some content. I showed you how to build the model and export. Now the only challenge you need, or what you need to think about, is, and the user enters content. How do you connect that content to your machine learning model? And then once the model, how do you store that result? And I think when you achieve that, then presentation, I provide all those guidelines on how presentation of 20 minutes, and then you have a written report. Also have limited the number of pages. I think not more than 5 pages. The report shouldn't exceed 5 pages. Then the documentation, you now generate it from Java, that's Android Studio. Then when you have all this, so one, you export your project. Of course, when you go to file export, you'll be able to export the whole project the way it is. Then put it in one folder together with your report and presentation. And then you will upload that on Google Drive. I have added the link where. So in that folder, I have put the 3 projects. Upload your work in the right folder for your group. Then on